Have you ever wondered why did the movie lovers from around the world go crazy with Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk? And what did Nolan do differently than other war movie directors that crowned his film as one of the greatest war movies of all time? To find out the answers to these questions, we will have to first take a look at the story structure of this film. Usually, the story of such a war movie is structured in a linear way. You get to see the story of the war from the perspective of a specific soldier, battalion, or a company. However, Christopher Nolan did not take that route. He divided the events in three sections: the land, the water, and the sky. And then he did what he does best: non-linear storytelling.
And they meet towards the end of the film.
As a result, you got to see the complete story of the events at Dunkirk beach, not the story of a few individuals. The script of Dunkirk was only 76 pages, whereas a normal movie of this length consists of a script of up to 180 pages. Nolan eliminated all the unnecessary dialogues and made sure that the film shows rather than tells. If you take a look at the first 5 minutes of the film as an example, there are no dialogues until 2:39. Then again, there's a break from dialogues for 3 minutes straight. And this is not a one-time thing. Nolan does this time after time throughout the film. As a result, the removed dialogues make room for a whole lot of silence. Silence plays a very vital part at Dunkirk. Even though there are only a select few moments in the movie when there was absolute silence, it still enhanced the experience of the viewer. Nolan used this silence to convey the fear that the soldiers felt, wondering what will happen to them. Apart from silence, the BGM also played a very vital part in captivating the audience. Hans Zimmer here used a special trope called shepherd's tone. This trope allowed the audience to feel that the music is intensifying without actually increasing or decreasing the volume of the audio. Such a unique kind of sound design kept the audience at the edge of the seat throughout the movie. Nolan's cinematography has been praised by some of the biggest and brightest minds in the movie industry. But what he did with Dunkirk was phenomenal, even for a person with such a good track record. Every shot in the film delivered what a certain person was feeling during a specific time. Let us take this shot as an example. Here the camera is placed on the ground right beside the character. You clearly see his expressions and fear. Naturally, you, a member of audience, feel the same fear that he is feeling as the blasts keep getting near him. Every director has a few tropes that they use repeatedly in their movies. We already talked about one such trope used by Nolan, which is the non-linear storytelling.
And they meet towards the end of the film.
But the list of his iconic tropes do not end there. Nolan also uses a lot of intercutting scenes in his movie. He cuts the scene in such a point that keeps the audience in a constant cliffhanger throughout the film. Another very common trope used in his movies are that there is never blood on the screen. Be it this legendary scene from The Dark Knight or this scene from Dunkirk. With the help of these tropes and a few more, Nolan fabricated one of the greatest war films of all time that will keep inspiring generations of filmmakers and audiences throughout the years.